Hi, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chat with Christy. How have we been? Yes, it's a season of love. I hope you're sharing love out there with someone. I hope you're loving your family, your friends, your loved ones. Yes, so today I want to do something very quickly, and I realize that some of us are having the same challenge because I'm coming from there, and that is how to have a very smooth morning preparation for school for your toddler or for your children generally. Most times, preparing for school is always one of the most difficult things to do as a parent, when you're trying to navigate through preparing yourself, bring your children, if you're someone that goes to work, or even waking up early to do things that you're supposed to do. So sometimes we have that challenge of being able to do all of that without being ruffled, without being stressed out, and so it's somehow difficult for some people. I want to share tips of what I use to make my mornings easy. Number one, first you have to make up your mind as you wake up that you're going to have a very smooth morning preparation with your children. It starts from you, the parent. It's not about the child. I don't care what you think your child does that makes you upset or make you shout or makes you yell and makes you hit them in the morning. One of the things you want to avoid completely is having to hit your child in the morning. That is very traumatic. That is, for me, I would say it's you not being in control of you being irresponsible. I mean, why would you hit someone early in the morning when they're trying to start their day? Imagine that for yourself as an adult. So you have to start it with yourself. Build your emotional strength to be able to absorb whatever it is that can come up in the morning. That's what makes you a proactive parent. That's what makes you a parent that thinks, a parent that is intentional about how they're raising the children. But of course, if you don't care about how your children are raised, you can go ahead and do it the way you like. So it starts with you. Think of your children preparing without you having to yell at them. It starts there. And when you've done that, number two thing is structure your morning. Don't just let things to happen the way they want to happen. Don't just let things to happen by impulse. Don't let them happen just anyhow. Ensure that whatever you are doing in your morning is in the plan. What are the first things you need to do? What are the second thing? What's the third thing? List them a day before. Prepare ahead of time. What is this that you're going to do? And then ensure that you follow it strictly like you wrote it. Don't let it happen to you by impulse. That's one way to cancel out being chaotic and running around, trying to do things and being overwhelmed. So structure your morning. Put down the things that you need to do. You need to make a meal. When should you wake up? At what time do you wake up? And it will be ready before your children are set to go to school. Sometimes we overflog issues that are not even supposed to be. For me, what I do is I avoid cooking fresh food in the morning. So I prepare it in the night, and in the morning I just microwave it or warm it and then pack it up. If I'm going to cook egg for my daughter, for instance, I boil it in the night. And in the morning, I just open, unwrap it and put it in her lunchbox. So if that will work for you, you can do it. And I'm sure it can. Because sometimes it is because we have so many activities in the short morning that we have that makes it look difficult. If your children, if you have older children and they need to sweep the house, do other things, they can do it the night before. Wash plates. Your children shouldn't be washing plates in the morning, except for, of course, the one they ate with in the morning. But if it is for overnight plates, they should wash it at night so that in the morning they are already they've already cleared their schedule. So there's not so much to do. It's just to prepare bits, brush and pray, maybe eat your food and then pack up your lunchbox and leave. But if you have a toddler, you can also do the same thing. Wash your plates at night, prepare their food ahead of time. But if it must be prepared in the morning, then you have to get up earlier than you should so that you can prepare it even before you wake them up. Their food are already set. Then the next thing you need to do is to encourage your children to follow the routine. Ask them questions like, when you wake up, what's the first thing you need to do? After that, what is the next thing you have to do? After that, what do you think you should do next? That way you give them the opportunity to start thinking, to start practicing how to plan their activities. So for me, what I do when my daughter wakes up, she knows that the first thing she do is to, she still wear diaper because of night. I don't have the strength to start monitoring someone, and we don't sleep in the same room. So she still wears diaper. So once she wake up, she by herself takes off her diaper, and then she goes to the toilet to wee. And after that, she comes to the dispenser and takes some water and gets ready for her breakfast. And immediately she takes her breakfast, she goes to either wash her cup, or if she's feeling pressed that is going to the loo, she'll do that first, come back and wash the cup or the plate she used for her breakfast, and then rush upstairs, take her bed and get prepared. And that's all. It doesn't have to be so much activity. I mean, they can do any other thing they need to do when they come back from school. So clear up your morning and make sure that your morning is free. The next thing you can do to spice up your morning or make it more fun is to play some cool music in the background. When they wake up, let them wake up to a very lovely music, that can soften the tension in the home and make it fun. So that even when you want to start yelling and shouting, by the time you realize that some music, soothing music is playing in the background, it just calms your nerve. Music has a way of soothing your soul and that of your child. Don't think they don't need it. Play some soft music in the background, and it's going to make your morning to be more meaningful. And by all means, always avoid hitting your child, like I said earlier. That would be the best thing you can do for your child, so that they get in charge of their day, they get ready for their day. They are not startled, they are not tense. They have the right mind to start up their day. So when you put their day into their own hands by, encouraging them to know what next to do, the next step to take, and all of that, it makes them to be more responsible. But when you take up everything on yourself, you want to control them, you want to do all of that, you lose your mind in the process, and you don't want to do that. So ensure that you cut out so much activity in the morning. Make it snappy, make it short. Let it be the most important things that will be done in that morning. And then for you can now have the time to prepare yourself to leave. If you also drop them, you can also have the time to prepare for yourself and leave. And speak into the life of the children every morning. Pray for them, anoint them, create affirmations for them. I do a lot of affirmation for my daughter. From time to time, we'll improve on it, add things, change things, and she loves it. Before she leaves, she comes and says, "Mom, let's take affirmation," or I will call her, "Have you taken your affirmation? Let's take it." She's excited. She loves it. She's beginning to put the words in her. She's beginning to have the word as her own. It's not just mommy saying something and I'm saying back it, I'm saying it back to her. It is that this is now my reality. This is who I am. I am taking charge of my day. I am speaking to how I want my day to turn out. So she does that, and it's really, really helps the morning. And then the next thing I want you to do is to decide in your heart that my children must go to school excited. So one of the way I do that is I ensure that no matter what happens in the morning, I know sometimes things can happen and your children get upset or you get upset with them. Please make sure that they don't leave your house upset. They don't leave your house crying or in a very bad mood. So how you can do that is to, calm them down. If you did something wrong to them, or you feel you shouted at them, or you did something to them that made them upset, ask them for forgiveness. Yes, I said that. As a parent, you must be humble. You need a lot of humility to be a parent. Admit when you're wrong. Say sorry to your child. And promise them that you're going to do better next time. See, it doesn't pay you to want to be a perfect parent. No one is ever going to be. So admit when you're wrong to your children that, oh, I didn't do this well and I'm going to do better next time. And then don't forget to hug your children and give them a kiss on the forehead or on their cheek before they leave. In fact, my daughter these days will come and say, "Mommy, hug me, mommy, kiss me," because she had it done to her over a period of time that it has become like a part of her. So she looks forward to it, and it calms her nerve. It calms her, it makes her feel good. And then in doing that, you also say, "I love you" to them, and they respond back to you. We grew up with so much criticism from our parents. We were not told, "I love you." I don't know how many of you heard your parents say, "I love you" to you. I can't remember anyone, except for now that we're now grown. But when we were children, our parents didn't say that. They rarely hug us. They rarely kiss us. In fact, kissing is not in the... I don't know whether they taught them in the church that it's a bad thing to kiss. But anyway, that's not why we are here. It is for you to make your morning fantastic with your children and to make them love morning, because some children actually dread morning. And last thing, ensure your children sleep well. And that means they should go to bed early the previous day so that they can wake up energetic. They can wake up in good and sound mind. They don't wake up and they're still feeling tired, they're still feeling sleepy, and they're doing some things with the sleepy eyes and all of that. You want your children to be excited when they wake up from sleep. You want them to be excited when they're preparing for school. You want them to be happy, and it rubs off on you too. I mean, who loves chaos? So the moment your children have peace, you too have peace. But if they don't have peace, you will struggle. You will have the chances and the tendency to yell. Teach them to wake up by themselves. For older children, get an alarm clock for them. Set it for them. When it rings, they wake up with it. But if it is for children, maybe toddlers, then you have to be the alarm clock. Wake them up at the same time every single day. Make it a routine. Don't just wake them up in a different time today, and tomorrow you wake them up in a different time. That will make them to struggle. Their brain cannot get used to that kind of pattern. It has to be a routine, a very structured one, so that at that time, even if you don't come again, they wake up. On Saturdays, my daughter wake up earlier, especially when she has woken up early for the whole week, because her brain has gotten used to, this is the time I open up myself and start my day. So it has helped her to avoid all the back and forth that happens in the morning. My mornings are very sweet and interesting. I don't have to yell. I just ask her, what's the next thing you need to do? And even when she wakes up and maybe crying, I give her a hug and I ask her, it's okay, it's okay if you're tired, it's okay if you're still feeling sleepy, but we have to prepare for school. And if you have your partner around, get them involved in preparing for your children, because it also helps the children have a feeling of love. I'll tell you a short story before I end this video. There was a day my daughter woke up and she didn't want to wear, when it was time to wear a uniform, she insisted that there was a particular uniform there was a particular thing she was supposed to wear. So she wanted to wear jean and white. That claiming that her teacher said that's what they're going to wear instead of her school uniform. Because she wears style, she dreads the days of uniform. She loves Fridays because it's for sports, and so the sports wear are always free, of course. So the uniform that has tie and everything, they rarely likes it. So she insisted that she's not going to wear it. I tried several and I said, Auntie, you can either wear this or you stay back at home. I don't have a problem with wearing jean and white, but it has to be that your teacher told me to do that for you. And if you insist that you're going to wear it against the instructions of your teacher, you will stay back at home, because your auntie will not accept you in school. That means you wear your jean and you stay in the house, or you wear your uniform and you go to school. And because she's a strong way, she refused. She kept insisting, I want to wear my jean and all that. So after a while, I decided to inform my husband. I called him to go and talk to her daughter. I've tried my best. And because I don't want to ruin her morning or mine, I had to involve my husband. The moment she saw my husband, she just switched. I'm like, what's going on? She started cooperating. She wore her uniform with, I started hearing laugh from my room. I'm like, this day is so dramatic, So children can be like that. When your partner is involved, it makes it a lot easier. Imagine I was still insisting that she must wait. It would have been more chaotic. She would go to school crying. But that switch made it a different case, so that by the time she was now ready, I couldn't recognize the same person that was crying over not wearing uniform. She was not excited because the dad got involved, hugged her and encouraged her, and she accepted and wore it. And so my opinion didn't matter to her at that time. The dad's opinion was what she needed. So involve your partner in the preparation of, and you will have a lovely morning. Let me see you in the comment section. Describe how your morning routines are. Maybe I can pick one of the things from your side of the story. And don't forget to like this video, comment, share if it was useful to you. And please subscribe. Don't just watch and go. If this video was useful to you, or it's going to be useful to you, please like and subscribe to this channel. Until I come your way again, I'll see you in our next video. Bye.